Hello, my long lost friends. And let's see, lots happened since I've talked to you last time. So I totally have a boyfriend. What? So crazy. Um, so I know you guys are wanting to know what's up. So let me tell you. So anyway, he contacted me via let's see, what was it, like LDS Singles or something like that. And the crazy thing was, like, my membership was like expired for like a month and a half because it had debit card fraud and my debit card wasn't even working, and so it totally shouldn't even have been on there. And so anyway, there was like buttloads of messages and I would just want to not even pay attention. So anyway, I was going through one day and it'd been like, I don't know, weeks since I'd been on there, and just clicked and there was his message and I was like, okay, I can't remember, like he had like something interesting to say and I was like, all right. So I clicked on his profile and then I was like, a widower, okay, I'll throw you a bone. So I was like, all right, if you're on social media, you know, like here's how you can contact me or whatever. So then we just started, you know, I think social media is like a good way to, like, totally stalk somebody and snoop and see like their pictures, like what kind of stuff they post, like what kind of tone they live their life. And so anyway, his Facebook, you know, he, like I said before, Cody, who is my boyfriend, so weird, he is a widower, and so I could see, you know, he just conducted his life with like positivity and hope, and was just such a good beacon of light for his little family, and could really be negative, and having had been in the same similar circumstances with having a spouse that had passed away from cancer, and having dealt with a terminal cancer diagnosis. So the crazy thing is, like, it's gonna blow your mind. So Clint's cancer came back, my late husband, in December of 2011, and her cancer, so my new boyfriend, his wife's cancer was discovered for the first time in like January of 2012. So it's super eerie, like just within weeks of each other, they were having their cancer battle. And you know, they have a little family, we have a little family, and I think we just both marriages, both couples, like, just really, you know, obviously you have good days and bad days, so I'm not saying like we never had, you know, we never depressed or we never had a hard time, because we really, you know, did some days, but like both of us separately living our own married lives dealing with this terminal cancer diagnosis, we both really strived in our marriages to be positive and live life to the fullest. And so it was really easy to connect and to talk to him, and via like phone, you know. So after a while, then we started calling each other, and then we were just laughing, because I love laughter. Like, laughter to me has got us through like so many hard days, and he's super funny. And so anyway, we were just laughing our butts off back and forth, sending each other like funny clips from movies and goofy stuff. So seriously, before our first date, like, I wrote in my journal, which I hadn't wrote in my journal for a long time, but I'm like, shoot, I really like this guy. Because you know, I dated lots of people since January, and, you know, everybody has their own opinion on dating after you lose a spouse. Everybody's different. Like, there's not a rule book or guidebook that's good for everybody. Like, you might need to wait a year, you might need to wait 2 years, you might need to date, you know, wait 6 weeks. But number one thing for me, like, don't judge people. Like, until you've sat there and watched the one you love most in the world pass away and die, you cannot judge somebody who goes and dates after they've lost somebody. Like, it's just, anyway, I could do a whole video on that, so maybe I will. But I was totally going off on a tangent there. So anyway, so we just started, anyway, so I had, rewind, I know where I was now. Ding, my brain found it. So I was dating and since January, and had dated lots of different people, and it was really, really a good thing for me to do that in my life, and to be able to, I think, get to a point where I just, like, kept, you know, I didn't really want to rush into anything or have a boyfriend right away, or, you know, just kind of taking my time and going super slow, and I was really fine with that. And so, having already communicated with, having gone on our first date yet, I was like, oh, shoot, like, he's my kind of crazy. Darn it. Like, I just had this sinking feeling like, I'm gonna like him. And the crazy thing is, so he has 4 little kids, and I have 3 little kids. And I remember, like, dating, like, me and Clint just, like, laughing our butts off and seeing, like, families with tons of kids, and we were always just like, no way. And like a 10-passenger van, you know, like I'd be like, ugh, ugh. And so I think that's like what scared me about Cody, was being like, crap, if I like him, like, he's got a buttload of kids, I've got a buttload of kids, together we'll have a buttload of kids. So anyway, I seriously was going to cancel our date too. Like, before our first date, I was like, I should just cancel because I'm freaking out already. Like, so anyway, but I didn't. I went. We loved it. We had tons of fun. And then we had like a date again 2 days later. And then the very next day after that, I'm like, hey, what are you and the kids doing? Like, we should totally have a barbecue. And he's like, that's a great idea. Come on up here. So we went up there, and the kids... So I think the second time around, or if you've been through a divorce and you have kids, or if you've lost somebody and you have kids, I think the hardest thing is, obviously, to find someone you're compatible with is easy, but you have your family dynamic. You have your kids. Like, my kids are everything. Like, what works out for my kids? If I loved somebody but it didn't work out with my kids, sorry, see you later, you know. It's all about my kids and what's going to be best for my little kids, and to blend a family, and you can't start off on the wrong foot doing that. So, anyway, so we were kind of like, okay, well, let's try this barbecue out, and just the kids, oh my gosh, like, they had so much fun, and it was so, like, laid back and chill, and we love Nacho Libre, like, in my family, like, we love it. Like, get that corn out of my face! Like, we totally love it. And they totally love Nacho Libre. Like, they've had, like, a Nacho Libre party in their family, like, with their neighbors. So we're like, what? You guys are so crazy, just like we are. And so that night at the barbecue, we totally were watching Nacho Libre. And we had, like, the Nacho Libre corn, and seriously, like, 8 times in the movie, like, we would pause and be like, look what I can do. You know, like, people are walking on there doing a handstand, and then we're doing a cartwheel, and then we're like, by the way, I don't know very many people who can do this. Can you do that? Oh my gosh. So, like, his cute little daughter, he totally can do that. And I was like, what? Oh my gosh, high five! Woo! And, we were just laughing. So, like, our movie was like 2.5 hours long with all of our little talent shows. It was so fun. And so we left that night, and we hadn't even pulled out of the circle. And my little Gunner was like, and you know Gunner, and if you haven't watched any of my videos or don't know him, like, he is my, like, protector. Like, he's very analytical and likes to, like, be like, okay, what do you think about this, or what do you think about this? And anyway, so we hadn't even pulled out of the circle yet, and he's like, Mom, I think Daddy sent Cody. And I'm just like, I just got, like, the chills, and I was like, really? I totally think you're right, you know? So, Niska, she loves it because she's still the oldest of all the pack. And anyway, they just have fun together. So who knows what's going to happen? I don't know, because look at this, I don't have a ring on my finger, but maybe one day I will. And I don't know. So it's crazy. Like, it's crazy sauce. And I could ramble on forever. So it's already been 10 minutes. But so anyway, we've like almost been together every day since then, or talked on the phone for like at least like 2 hours every single night. And it's crazy. It's so crazy to have like Con from like such a good marriage. Like, Clint and I never fought. We loved each other to pieces. And to be like, I didn't have a breakup in my heart with Clint, and my heart just broke when he passed away. And so to meet Cody and to like totally be in love with him, it's crazy, but it's amazing. And I have just like sunshine in my heart that like wants to burst out and be like, oh my gosh, I love him like crazy. And it's so weird. And like, I know just Clint's super happy, and all he would want for us is to be super happy. And so that's awesome. And I think having gone through like the last 5 years of just always having like a dark cloud looming like over your head and pretending to ignore it, it's just real. And even after he passed away, you know, like some days the dark clouds were even worse, you know. But I think, you know, I've put myself out there and put my heart out there, and had the courage to love somebody again. It's just really helped pull the pieces of my heart back together. And I think my little family, like, we're just ready to move, you know, like Clint would want us to move forward and turn the chapter of that book from sadness. And obviously we're still going to grieve and have that loss forever. He's forever a part of our life, but we're filling our life with goodness and happiness, and we're so happy. And it's crazy. Like, it's crazy to having disciplined yourself to have a hard life, but just try to be happy. Like, it's okay. It's crappy, but we're going to be happy anyway. And now it's like, oh my gosh, we're happy. And so we're really happy. So it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy all the time. It's so crazy. It's like, I just want to be like, whoa, I'm so happy. And crazy, which I love it, which my motto is, why be normal when you can be awesome? And crazy is awesome. So anyway, I'm rambling, but it's crazy. It's weird. It's fun. And who knows what's going to happen, but I do know that you can go through life and love more than one person. And somebody had shared something on Facebook, and it was just like, having loved again after you've lost somebody, and compared it to the fact of like having grandkids. You know, if one child had a grandbaby, you would love it and squeeze it, and it would be your whole world. And if another child had another grandbaby, you wouldn't love the other grandbaby less. Your heart would just grow bigger. And that's when I read that, I was like, oh my gosh, like, that totally makes sense. Like, I am living that right now. Like, my heart's just grown so much bigger, and I not only love Cody, but I love his kids. Like, I love them, and they're little treasures, and my little kids love his little kids, and we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. Who knows? But it's crazy, and it's amazing. And, you know, like, I'll forever, like, always have Clint being special in my heart. And he'll always be in our life, and he'll always be a part of our life, and we're always going to talk about him. And I think it's really cool that he is that angel forever for me and my kids, and lighting our path. And, you know, me and Cody joked, like, on like our second date, like, it was crazy. Like, the stars came out, and all of a sudden the light behind the mountain, you know, like, started to get backlit, and the moon started to rise, and we were both just like, what? It's kind of like Cody was like, it was kind of like the Little Mermaid, like, sha-la-la-la-la-la, kiss the girl, whoa, whoa. It was crazy. So and I'm like, yeah, it's like Clint and Lisa are up there like, okay, cue the moon, you know, like, anyway, They're matchmaking us up in heaven. And that's what we totally feel like. It's just like everything's just kind of fit in, kind of crazy, and happened like just like I don't believe there's any coincidences. So anyway, oh, I forgot. Totally. Oh my gosh. This is so long video, so just pause it or save it for later. But here's another good story. So 3 years ago, in 2013, I ran my very first marathon, right? Big Cottonwood, Salt Lake City, full marathon. And his wife, obviously we didn't know each other at the time, right? And she is a rock star and had gone through a year of, she had brain cancer, and then had a year of chemo and radiation, and then she ran the same race I did, right? Okay, cool, lots of people run races. But then one of my really good friends that I run with, I was telling her about Cody and I, and then that night she's like, I was totally stalking him on Facebook. Have you seen this picture? And I'm like, what? And she sent me the picture, and there's a Lisa, his late wife, crossing the finish line, and right behind Lisa is Clint with his phone up taking a picture of me finishing the race. And like my mind was blown. Like what are the odds of that? So if you follow like Clint the Cancer Warrior family on Facebook, like I have the picture posted, and you'll just be like, no way. So if then there's the picture of me. So she went through and found. So in the photo, there's Clint behind her, and then there's her daughter, and there's her, and there's Gunner in her picture with shorts and cowboy boots. And then if you were the camera and you were to pan back, there is Gunner. Then it went me, Niska, and Wyatt, and we all crossed the finish line together. Like, is that wild or what? Hello? Weird. Crazy. And like we both were like, they totally wanted us to find that. And my friend Angela, who was like, Nancy Drew, found it for me, and it was crazy. Like, it's just blowing our mind. But it's fun. And we love each other, and who knows? But anyway, that's my super long intro to the 411 with my boyfriend. So weird to say boyfriend. Weird. Anyway, but awesome. So I hope you guys, anyway, the kids started school this week. They're going good. They're doing awesome. We're going to go to Lagoon on Saturday, which is like an amusement park thing here with all of us all together. And, oh, by the way, Journey. What? I went to Clint's favorite band's concert on Sunday. It was so awesome. And I thought it was going to be super hard, and I was preparing to cry, and I'm not going to lie, like my eyes did fill with tears. But I just felt like this overwhelming happiness that Clint was happy and believed in me and was happy for me and happy for us. And anyway, it's cool. Special time in my life. But I hope you have a good night and a good week, and I'll be keeping you updated, and love you guys. And just believe in yourself and have hope and faith, and things will work out, and choose a right, because it's awesome. And I love you.